Chloe, hello, pleased to meet you.
Hi, lovely to meet you. Thank you for giving me your time today.
Well, likewise, and congratulations for coming first in the competition.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I was over the moon.
Well, it was an excellent film. For those people that haven't seen it or haven't seen it yet, could you just describe it to us and tell us what it was about?
Of course. So I joined they're a family-run non-profit based down here in Cornwall called Clean Ocean Sailing, and their goal is to collect marine plastics from our marine environment with minimal carbon footprint, and they do this with their sailboat, a 112-year-old boat, the Annette. And it was sort of documenting their latest expedition where I joined them on a plastic quest from Cornwall to Exeter, where we took 1 ton of recyclable marine plastic to Exeter, where it could be recycled.
Yeah, good. It was nice, and it was actually shown on BBC some time ago, and very nicely cut in. You managed to acquire the BBC footage. Was that easy to do? Did they any complaints there from BBC, or did they
No,
willingly give it to you?
yeah, well, Monica, who's one of the co-founders of Clean Ocean Sailing, I think she had been given all the clips sort of separately, so I was able to get hold of those quite easily. But yeah, they documented the journey from Cornwall, and a representative joined us on our final leg, where we kayaked along the canal from Exmouth to Exeter.
Great. It's good to see BBC reporting on this kind of stuff. A lot of it gets hidden and we don't see it. What made you actually look at marine plastic issues in the first place?
Well, I did my undergrad in environmental science, and I've just finished my master's in conservation and biodiversity at the University of Exeter, but down here in Cornwall. So I think I've always sort of been environmentally conscious. However, I think being down here in Cornwall and all the amazing opportunities there are to get involved with, and all the amazing people doing such amazing work down here, because we are so close to the sea, I think sort of marine conservation is definitely an area where a lot of efforts are focused down here in Cornwall. So it's been great to get involved with some of those projects and to work with some really inspirational people.
Have you had very much response to your film from general public or anybody, in fact?
I've had wonderful support from friends and family down here. Yeah, so it received, I think we're over 2,000 views now as well, because Beach Guardian, a really good friend of mine, she also shared the video as part of her Takeover Thursday. So it has reached quite a wide audience now, which has been really great. And yeah, I've just had really good feedback. I just wanted to sort of raise awareness and sort of spread the word in a fun sort of educational way for young people to get involved with projects, similar projects. So yeah, I think it has done that. I hope it has.
Yeah, I think it has. It was very entertaining. Well, entertaining. It was very well made from beginning to end. You used a lot of stills within the film.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose? What was your plan there?
I didn't really have a plan, actually. I just sort of had everyone's, so yeah, the footage wasn't all just mine, so it was from all the volunteers that had been involved. I asked if they would mind if they would share their images. We also had the wonderful Adam, who had a drone, and he captured some amazing drone shots, which I just thought they summed up sort of the expedition. So I was lucky enough to be able to include those. So yeah, it was just a mixture of everyone's stills and sort of the moving pictures as well, which I thought was quite nice. So everyone sort of had a part to play in the making of it as well.
It looked a great fun trip, although you're doing a very serious project there, collecting all the rubbish. It is horrifying how much plastic and other rubbish is in the ocean and on our beaches.
Yeah.
Did you actually, so apart from your courses and on the project itself, did you learn anything new about what was happening in the environment?
I don't think I particularly learned. Well, I learned a lot about sailing. That was the first time I've been on a sailboat, so that was all new. But I think in terms of plastic pollution, I didn't learn anything new. But again, it was sort of witnessing firsthand the amount that was being washed up. Because whilst we were on the expedition, we did take part in some cleanups where we can reach inaccessible coves via kayaks. So we were discovering really old lobster pots. You know, every cove we went to, there was some form of rubbish, debris, whether it be plastic or ghost gear. So I think again, it just sort of it's just confirmed what we already knew and how big the problem is. And on the return sail, again, I think they did collect over 1 ton of plastics just returning. So yeah, I think it shocks you sort of every time. I don't think it ever gets easier to see.
No, indeed. And the result of it, when you do find dead wildlife and their stomachs are full, it's horrible and very upsetting. Always, never gets easier to see. As a matter of interest, what were you using to film and photograph with?
My good old phone.
Perfect.
I use my phone camera. We also had some GoPro footage and the drone footage, but like I said, they weren't mine. So most of it was from my phone camera, because I didn't want to take too much equipment. I wouldn't call myself a filmmaker or a videographer, so I have quite basic equipment, but it seemed to work okay.
Yeah, I think the phones are brilliant. I have an iPhone, and I use it so much. It's fantastic. In fact, I'm just reviewing an underwater housing for it now, and underwater as well. It's brilliant. I just love it. Well,
I'm looking to upgrade the phone so I can get a better camera, and also with the vouchers, that £300 worth of vouchers for winning the competition. I'm hoping to put those towards a GoPro or maybe a drone, so for future filming I can sort of incorporate more of my own footage and video.
And you can see it on the film, and now you're obviously very relaxed in front of a camera. Any plans to do any presenting, or is that something you would like to do? What does your future hold, do you think?
I would really love to do more along these lines. I've really enjoyed making the film. I really enjoyed sort of sharing Clean Ocean Sailing's vision and just working with all the people. So yeah, I definitely see myself hopefully being in the conservation sector for the future. I really want to now be putting my theoretical and sort of knowledge into something where I can actually make a difference. So yeah, I would like to continue filming and hopefully get better with my sort of filmmaking skills. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what the future holds, but I'm going to continue sort of on the same track as where I am now, hopefully.
Well, I wish you best of luck with that journey. Just as the last thing, regarding marine pollution and plastics, any message you would just like to put out there?
I think no matter how big or small you think sort of the impact you are having, it's still an impact. So I think it's just important. I take part in a lot of beach cleans, and I think when you do, it's hard to look at the sort of scale of the problem as a huge thing. So I think if each person did just simple things in their life to just sort of reduce the plastic consumption that they have, I think is, so no matter how big or small, you're still making sort of a difference. And I think it's hard to look at the problem when it's that big, but if you just do small things, you can make a change and inspire others too as well.
You're so right. It's been lovely to meet you. I'll put a clip to your or a link to your film at the end of this, so people can watch it. And as I say, best of luck with the future.
Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you today.
Bye for now. Bye bye.